We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. Teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Jackson looking to throw right away.
That's complete. It's Collins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Collins.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He's got room at the 30.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now Jones. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Oh, he rolls over it.
And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Throwing, Jones.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The Giants at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jones.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. That one good for 24 yards.
The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. The forcing to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage or mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Another run here with Dobbins. And Tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Tucker's kick is good. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Jones on 1st down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Back to throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Looking to throw. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try, good. And the lead is down to 2. Couldnt now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Jackson will throw again. And this one is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. His first carry. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. is about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Play action. Now Jackson. Touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Ravens 19, Giants 10.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. A final shot before break. Jones, the tight end, Jarwin with it out on the left side.
Finding room at midfield. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little. The passing lanes, they've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. Barkley, inside handoff. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's got some space here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Set at the line for this next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum chain.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So they're trying to take the deep shot.
If it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there. for extra yardage on the return.
Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Jones now to throw on third down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Another try for Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead is up to 5. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
The
Jackson going to hold on to this.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And this is good.
By the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Play action now. Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Jackson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? To throw is Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dexter Lawrence able to cross free and get to the quarterback. And that time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now, they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
A first down carry for Barkley. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the option going right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Jones. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Hines. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Jackson now.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Julian Love picks him, and the Giants have just about sewn up this football game.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, That looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Well, the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. On 3rd down, Barkley. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Jackson connects with Duvernay. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.